What's up, everyone? Shawn here from Tech Babblers, and today, even though I have an iPhone in front of me, I'll be more or less talking about the carrier T-Mobile. So to start off, I've been on T-Mobile for about 4 or 5 years, and as you all know, around March they officially released the iPhone 5 on T-Mobile. Even though it doesn't look different, what the difference was that the T-Mobile branded iPhone is more or less a new unlocked GSM model in which they have the AWS support or 1700 megahertz along with official T-Mobile LTE. So this can work with any other GSM or Verizon iPhone 5, but the downfall for it is you don't get the full amount of speed that T-Mobile offers. So with this iPhone, as you see on the top, I have 4G. Now this doesn't mean 4G LTE, even though I have LTE on. The penetration of it isn't too great. So right now I'm in my house and I don't have LTE. I have 4G as it says there. If I was to go outside, I'd have full LTE service. So, in my opinion, what sets T-Mobile apart from other carriers is the fact that their 4G, even though it says 4G, it's HSPA plus, but it's HSPA plus 42 megabits instead of 25, which is what every other carrier has to offer. So by it having 42 megabits, this download and upload speed, so the bandwidth is much higher than other carriers where like on T-Mobile, not T-Mobile, on AT&T, if you were to fall back from LTE to 3G or HSPA, you would notice a big difference in speed. Whereas T-Mobile, their 4G or HSPA is more closer together speed-wise. Even though there would still be a difference because LTE is much faster. Same thing with Verizon or Sprint, where you would, from LTE, you would fall back, I believe, to what's it called, CDMA, not CDMA, EVDO, I think for Sprint it is, and I can't remember the Verizon one, but like it's noticeable. So I'm not sure if I have speed tests because this isn't the phone I normally use. I haven't used it in months, so I mean, if we look at results, 9.27 would be HSPA plus, but stuff like 5.76 down, 5.76 up, and 4.43 down, 5.81 up. The ones where the upload speed is good, and like the ones where it says like 13.52 and like 11 megabits a second, those are HSPA, but once again, ones with much higher upload speeds like this, that would be LTE. Now, you may, when you look at these results, you might say they're bad, but if you look at the dates, it's from like June 15th, June 14th. So around then, LTE wasn't officially announced for New York, which is where I live. So I was basically unofficially using it, and I can say back then, LTE coverage was very spotty. I'd get it in one block, not have it in another. And it was pretty low, but if I was to do a speed test now, you'd notice a difference in LTE where download speed would be around like 20, 25 megs a second, upload would be around 10, 15. But right now, since I'm on 4G, we'll run a speed test so I can show you that even when you are on 4G or HSPA Plus as it's officially known as, there isn't really that much of a speed difference. So our ping is 42 milliseconds, and you can see our download speeds are about to hit 8 megabits a second. 7 point, yeah, like around 8. 7.99 megabits a second. And our upload seems to be pretty bad right now, but that's the way it is. I mean, if I was to keep restarting the test over and over, we'd get different results. But once again, it's on 4G. And for me to show that this isn't an unlocked or Verizon one, we can go to cellular. As you can see there, I have enable LTE, and under the cellular data network, I have It's called fast.tmobile.com, where if you do have an unlocked phone, you can easily go on the T-Mobile support site in the forums, and they have everything. I'll link it down below in case if anyone's interested. But this phone was bought from T-Mobile, so it's an official one. See carrier T-Mobile 14.2. I wish I could show you specifically how you can believe me, but take my word for it. It's a T-Mobile edition phone. But I mean, if you're worrying about call quality and stuff, call quality is great. Coverage, I mean, LTE is still pretty new, but when it's not available, we'd fall back to a 4G HSPA plus. I mean, if you have an unlocked one, you might the HSPA plus would be 1900 megahertz, which isn't as widespread as a 1700. So in certain places, at least in my experience, when I had an unlocked 4S, I would fall back to Edge every now and then. But I mean, other than that, call quality is great, like I said. Speeds are great. Nothing else more you can ask for. Coverage, pretty good now. I mean, day by day LTE expansion's getting better, so you don't need to worry about that. So once again, my name is Shawn. This was just a quick video on T-Mobile and the iPhone, or just T-Mobile's coverage in general. And if you have any questions, please leave them down below. As always, please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.